What's up? Just received my WERA Kraftform screwdriver set today in the mail. I've been waiting for this patiently. Got home from work, changed, and got a notification that it was in the mailbox. So we're gonna open it up and get you guys set up real quick. Nifty little slicer opener for packages. Ooh, shit. This is one of the sets I really wanted. Mainly because it has a good mix of everything. So you get a couple demo drivers in here. You get a few of the laser cut or laser tipped drivers, and you also get not only the VDE insulated, but the ones I like are the slim line, because the ones I have now, they aren't the slim line, and they have gotten all chewed up since I've been using them for a couple years now because of that. Some, breakers, and sometimes in certain panels, my driver just doesn't fit in there without really jamming it in there, or at least chewing up the insulation a little bit. So my only concern with these is I was going to go with the WERA because of the length of the actual driver pin itself, and these look shorter because they come in assorted sizes. But anyway, I wanted to try these because of the ergonomics. Of the German manufacturers, and this one comes with a nice little bottle opener. But this is the Kraftform 7 Heavy Metal 3 7-piece. So nice little mix in here. Let's get this guy out of the German manufacturers, and then your outliers like PB Swiss, WERA. I think, at least for me, the ones I like the most. I haven't tried these yet, but I always wanted to get a set. I really like the look of these. It comes with a nice little driver holder too. You can stand this up or hang it. The ones I really want to try, I can't justify spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on screwdrivers, but this point, I got a new bag because my bag was tearing apart, and my drivers are pretty beat up. I've been using them for like 3 years now, so I could justify buying a new set. But I really want to try the Philo ergonomic ones with the gel handle. They just look really sweet, and I'm from Pittsburgh, so I love anything black and gold or black and yellow. For you people not from Pittsburgh, call it black and yellow. It's actually black and gold. But yeah, I really want to try those. Oh, that's sweet. I didn't know it was a freaking little hang loose, or Rebel. Nice. Hang loose. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, that's a Rebel. That is sweet. I had no clue. And I actually thought this was a bottle opener of some sort. I think. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a bottle opener. Yeah, for sure. But that'll be going on my keychain. Faux show. For cheesy. Alright. Here's the VDE, and as I suspected, this thing is super duper short. Yeah. But I'll tell you what. This in my hand, oh man. I got some pretty big paws on me. I wear XL gloves, and depending on the manufacturer, they're even tight on me. But these feel really good in your hand, honestly. And when you're really spinning it, when you're putting them in, I always, do one of these moves and hit the boop, 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 or same with the reverse. These have a good, grip. My thumb and my index fingers are really, they have somewhere to grab and they don't, there's no ridge or flat side to search for when you're spinning these, which is nice. Or you could even go to the top like that. I really like this though. Yeah, this looks like a really quality laser cut tip. The only thing I would say about this is, again, nice driver. It's got the marking on top, which to me is super helpful when you got a bag packed full of tools and you're going to grab something, especially something that looks similar. It's important to have these on top. The grip is great. I like the size of the handle, at least for the regular ones. My only gripe is, again, I wanted the slim line because of the fit. But, even the slim part of it is, that's, I can grab a tape measure and show you, but Jesus, that's only 2 inches of slim line. And then outside of that, this is a 5.5 maybe. This isn't even 6 inches. That's just, this is going to come in handy and it's going to be nice to use, but this tool is going to probably look brand new for quite some time because there's not going to be a whole lot of applications where I can get this into a deep screw socket, and get that screw out of there. For some of the commercial breakers and stuff that I'll be working on, some of them are really back in there, and this isn't going to reach, But I think WERA makes one that is much longer. And the reason I didn't order that is because, 1, I wanted to try these first, and 2, everything's in millimeters with WERA, and I didn't know if their standard 100 millimeter was like a regular 6 inch or something around this. So I got to figure out, I got to do my translation millimeter to inches so I can figure out what's what. But anyway, there's your VDE Phillips. Okay, liking it. Oh, and by the way, this guy here, that's actually a super snug fit. Nifty little idea. Just plastic, you know what I mean? But not a waste. This is actually like a quality plastic holder. I'm actually surprised. And then if you want to stand them up, for you fancy folks, you just boom, like that. Is that what it is? Yeah, boom. So, yeah. It's got a little bit of wobble this way. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but if it's standing up, it's not going nowhere. I like that, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 6 stand-up slots or 7 horizontal slots. I think I'd be using that, right on the back of the van. So there's our VDE. Boom. Here is the Phillips laser cut tip. This is like a hard plastic, like a VDE plastics, and then this is like a soft rubber, not cushion like the Philo Ergo I was telling you about, but grippy for sure. Like this is the part that's going to get super dirty while I'm using them in the future. And then they have these little anti-roll flats here for when you set them down. Nice big indicator size right there, number 2 tip. Boom. You can see the laser engraving on there if you look pretty close. Let me see if I can focus it. And get you focus. There it is. And I'm not sure if these are stainless. I think they are, but the tips are not, because they do have, actually, you know what? Some of these are black tip, and some of them are a stainless looking tip like this. This is more of a nickel brush finish, but I would bet that this is stainless, because I know they make the laser tip from what I've seen in black and stainless. So, but yeah, that's a sweet ass driver. See if I got a screw handy here. Let's try this out. Just want to see how good these things grab. Oh my gosh, that is serious. It is slightly magnetic, but honestly, more or less, this thing, when you put it in there, I mean, there is no slip. Maybe like, you know, this way when I move the driver, but twisting, that thing is grabbing. Much better than, you know, some of my other drivers. Let's get the next guy. This is probably a number 1, yeah, number 1. And that even grabs pretty good. Alright. Got a sneeze coming. Here is the short slot or flatted demo driver. It's got that strike plate on top. This is going to have a shaft all the way through. It does have the bolstered driver and the little wrench bolster right here, so you can really crank on it if you have to. But mostly I use these as beaters, just tap, 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 you know, loosen something or whatever. This does not have laser cut tip, but these are super handy either way. Here is the longer version. As you can see, it's got quite a bit more meat on it. And this one is also not laser tipped, but nice just the same. It's got that 412 Keller scheme, baby. Liking that. Here is your Robertson or your standard, you know, square tip, and this looks like that, like their Allen wrenches they have. It's basically like Hex Plus. That's what this is looking like to me too. It's got little ridges in there. Yeah. Again, looking like a magnetic, or it is magnetic, but it's not very good. I have a magnetizer anyway, so. But this looks stainless. At least it looks it. I think that's what this Keller gray usually means, is that it's a stainless driver. But actually that might be the light blue. This is more of a gray. I could be wrong. But anyway, this will come in handy a lot. I use these for like taking covers off of panels and stuff. But this is a nice driver. We'll be using that one a lot. I like it. And then here is the mini VDE Slim. And you can just see how that Slim lines up with the tip. There's no protrusion. It gets thicker back here. These are nice to, you know, again, you're not going to be like hammering down with torque on these with these thinner tips. At least I wouldn't, not with expensive drivers. But you know, I don't know why they, I mean, it's nice to have like a micro style, but why do they go so small with the handle? Like it changes the whole dynamic of the grip and you know, the benefits of having this shape. I like a nifty little driver for sure. I just don't think this is effective as the other sizes with how small the handle is. But I still like it. It's cool to have. Anyway, let me show you. This I'm super stoked about. They actually gave me a sticker, you know, and this set was like 40 bucks. So not too expensive, at least not to me, I don't think. What I do appreciate is that $40 I get at least, even though it's small, you know, I get a little bit of swag with it, you know what I mean? As opposed to this friggin' $400 Vito roller I bought. And I got no sticker, no patch, no nothing, which kind of sucks. Anyway, I'm only opening this because I want to show you. I'm not doing a loadout video. I just want to show you the difference. I have my Milwaukee VDEs in here actually right now. But here another good example. Here is a shorty. And these have actually got a lot of use too, but look at this tip. Number one, it's got that big chunk right there, it's thick. But if you look at the tips, you know what I mean? Like, put the white background behind it, and then you can see how much thinner that is, you know what I mean? And these aren't the same. This is like a sort of slotted model. This is for those weird flats, you know, with the square tip that you take, you see on some of the panel faces. And then this is your standard slot, similar but not the same. Phillips, not slot, sorry. But anyway, the slim design is what I wanted. But again, you see how chewed up this sucker is just from getting some use. And this is the one I use the least because how short it is. And this WERA, or WERA, basically, is basically the same size. So if I grab my longer one that I do use more, it's the flat right here. Yeah. And I use these because these are more of a beater. I mean, one time these were nice to me, but they're more of a beater anyway now. But look at the difference in size. I mean, you know, these are lined up next to each other. And look at the length difference on that. So that's what I need. I need this length, but if you look really close, look how hammered that sucker is. You know what I mean? I mean, you can see this thing is chewed up, right? And this is from, you know, being in a situation where I need to get down into that deep shaft to get that screw out, and this VDE insulation just doesn't fit. So I had to do what it do, you know what I mean? It's gonna get chewed up a little bit. Kind of sucks on a $25, $30 screwdriver, but you know, is what it is. Tools are made to get used up, I guess, so. But anyway, I wanted to show that to you guys. Pretty soon I'll do a nice little Vito Tech Pack MC wheeler, sorry. A little review on that. I'm liking that so far. I'm not quite there yet with my loadout, so I'm going to do a loadout video, show you guys what I got in there once I get it prepped. I got to move some tools from that bag to another bag. I try to keep different stuff for different stuff, like furnace service in one bag, AC service in another, install bags, you know, separately. So I move some tools around sometimes. Once I get this one loaded out and kitted, I'll do that. And then I actually got the little SPMC bag from buying that this spring season because of the promo. I haven't fitted that one yet, but once I get it kitted up, I'll be doing a review and a loadout of that as well. Anyway, hope you guys like the WERA set I just showed you. And if you have any questions, comments, advice, anybody know anything about those Philo ergonomics I was telling you about, I'm really interested in those, so let me know if possible. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and Rue412 out. Peace.